I need to confess something that will change how you see every relationship. I've used my silence as a weapon against good men, men who deserved better. I've watched confident guys turn into anxious messes because I withdrew my attention. I've seen secure men start questioning everything about themselves because I went quiet. And here's the part that makes me sick. I knew exactly what I was doing. The power it gave me, the control it created, the way it made them scramble to win me back. But when they finally gave me distance, when they stopped playing my game, I crawled back like a wounded animal. And I'm about to expose exactly why, so you never have to experience what I put them through. Reason number 1, the addiction withdrawal. Your attention was my drug. Your validation was my hit. And when you went silent, I went into withdrawal. Here's what that looked like. I check my phone. Nothing. I refresh Instagram. You haven't viewed my story. My stomach drops. I text, hey, you read it. No response. My hands start shaking. I can't focus at work. I can't sleep. I physically need that notification sound, that dopamine hit, that proof you still care. Psychology calls it intermittent reinforcement, the same mechanism that makes gambling addictive. You were my slot machine and your attention was my jackpot. I call it torture. Because suddenly the drug I was addicted to, you cut off my supply, and like any addict, I'd do anything to get it back. Reason number 2, the ego death. When you stopped chasing, my ego shattered. But here's what really happened next. The silent treatment backfired, because here's my ugly truth. I was used to being worshipped. I expected you to beg. I counted on you breaking first. But you didn't break. You walked away. And that destroyed me. I see you at the gym. You look peaceful. Your shoulders aren't tense anymore. You're laughing with friends. You post a story from dinner. No mention of me. No sadness. No desperation. My internal monologue goes insane. How dare he move on? How dare he look happy? Doesn't he know what he lost? But the brutal truth hits me. You don't look like you lost anything. You look like you escaped something. And that realization, it killed my ego completely. If you're recognizing these patterns, hit that subscribe button, because what I'm about to confess next reveals the psychology behind our deepest fears. Reason number 3, the fear of replacement. Here's where the real panic sets in. The panic hits when I realize you might find someone better. And that thought makes me physically sick. Research shows this triggers mate-guarding behavior, a primal fear response. I stalk your social media like a detective. Every female friend becomes a threat. Every like on your photos becomes evidence. You post at a restaurant. I zoom in on every detail. Who took this photo? Why are you wearing that shirt I bought you? Is that a woman's bracelet on the table? I screenshot everything. I analyze timestamps. I cross-reference locations. The fear consumes me. What if she's prettier? What if she appreciates him? What if she gives him what I couldn't? I start imagining you telling her the same sweet things you told me. Your hand on her back, the way it used to be on mine. You looking at her with that soft smile I thought was just for me. The replacement fear isn't about losing you. It's about being erased, about watching someone else become your new favorite person. And that terror, it makes me desperate enough to come crawling back. Reason number 4, the silence torture. Then something even worse happens. Your silence becomes my hell, because I need to know what you're thinking. I need your reactions. I need your responses. But you give me nothing. This creates what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. My brain can't handle the uncertainty. I send, can we talk? Read, no reply. I send, I miss you. Read, ignored. I send, please just say something. Silence. Your read receipts become torture devices. I know you saw it. I know you chose silence. I know you're making a conscious decision to ignore me. My brain creates imaginary conversations, arguments we never had, explanations you'll never hear. I practice what I'd say if you called. I rehearse apologies you'll never hear. That notification sound from other apps makes my heart race. Every buzz could be you, but it never is. The uncertainty kills me because I'd rather you scream at me than give me this silence. At least then I'd know you still feel something. This silence, It feels like I never existed at all. Reason number 5. The value realization. Then week 3 hits different. I'm in my car. That song comes on, the one you used to sing off key while making breakfast, and I completely break down, sobbing in the parking lot of Target. Because suddenly I see it all clearly. Your coffee mug with the chip on the handle sits empty in my sink. Your book is still open on my nightstand. Bookmark exactly where you left it. Your favorite pen is still by my notebook. That hoodie you forgot smells like your cologne. And I realized the horrifying truth. These aren't just objects. They're evidence of how you loved me. How you brought me coffee every morning without being asked. How you listened to my work drama for hours. How you rubbed my shoulders when I was hunched over my laptop. How you never made me guess how you felt. Your presence was my peace, and I traded it for power games. This isn't ego talking anymore. This is genuine grief for something I can never get back. Because even if you forgave me, the version of you that loved me that completely, he's gone forever. Reason number 6. The attachment panic. Here's the psychology behind why I really came back. When you gave me distance, it triggered something called attachment anxiety. My brain interpreted your silence as abandonment. And abandonment, that's my deepest wound. So, I panic. Not because I love you, but because I can't handle being left. It has nothing to do with you specifically. It's about my fear of being alone, my fear of being unwanted, my fear of being disposable. Your distance activated every insecurity I've ever had. Am I not good enough? Will anyone ever stay? Am I unlovable? So I came back with desperation disguised as love, clingy texts disguised as affection, promises I had no intention of keeping. Because in that moment, I wasn't trying to get you back. I was trying to escape the panic, the overwhelming fear that if you could walk away, anyone could walk away. And that terrified me more than losing you specifically. This is why some women chase men who give them distance. It's not about the man. It's about avoiding the pain of feeling abandoned. And that's the most important thing you need to understand. Reason number 7. The fear of finality. The final reason I came back. Pure terror of permanent endings. Because in my mind, there was always a way back, always another chance, always tomorrow. But your distance felt different. It felt final, like you'd actually given up, like you'd actually moved on, like you'd actually chosen yourself over me. And that possibility broke something in me. I panic text at 2 a.m. I'm sorry, I know I messed up. Please don't give up on us. I show up at your work. I call your friends. I do everything I swore I'd never do because the fear of losing you forever is stronger than my pride, stronger than my ego, stronger than my need for control. This is female psychology at its core. We fight hardest for what we're about to lose permanently. Your distance created that fear, and that fear made me desperate. Final reflection. Here's what you need to understand. I didn't come back because I loved you. I came back because I couldn't handle losing you. There's a difference, and that difference will save your life. Because now you know, when she comes back after distance, look at her actions, not her tears, not her promises, not her apologies, her actions. Does she respect your boundaries now? Does she communicate instead of playing games? Does she value your presence instead of testing your patience? Or does she go right back to the same patterns that made you walk away? Most women will choose the patterns. Because we didn't learn the lesson, we just learned to fear the consequence. And here's the truth that will set you free. If your distance didn't teach her to value you, nothing will. Walk away. Stay away. Because a woman who only wants you when she can't have you doesn't want you at all. She wants the power you represent, the validation you provide, the control you give her. But you, the real you, she'll take for granted the moment she feels secure again. Don't be grateful she returned. Be selective about who you let back in, because your peace is worth more than her presence, and your self-respect is worth more than her love. Now hold that frame, and watch her either rise to meet you, or reveal she never deserved you at all. Now you know why we come back after distance. But what do you do when she's actively ignoring you right now? My next video breaks down the exact psychology behind female silence and gives you the step-by-step response that makes us panic every single time. Because understanding why we come back is one thing, but knowing how to handle our games while they're happening, that's what separates the men who get played from the men who stay in control.